Hey everyone, Rudy here with the Retro Universe, and today I would like to start a new series. I was thinking about doing this as YouTube shorts, but honestly, 1 minute is just not enough sometimes. For some of these videos that I want to do, they need a little more like 2 or 3 minutes to talk about. So what I plan on starting is something called Retro Video Game Highlights. What this will include is a 2 to 3 minute video on a selected video game from a variety of handhelds that I own. Just a brief highlight on some games that I love, of course, and that can be brought back to light for those that have forgotten some of these great games. I will try and turn this into an ongoing series for as long as I can, and I'll definitely continue to do shorts for other stuff, but I feel like I need some additional time to talk about some of these games without having a 1 minute timer. So to kick things off, I wanted to start with a game that I fell in love with when it was first released and still greatly enjoy to this day. And that title is Elite Beat Agents for the Nintendo DS. During a time when Guitar Hero was selling like hotcakes, rhythm games were extremely popular. Of course, for most rhythm games, there was a peripheral or accessory that you would use alongside with the game, like a guitar. So enter Elite Beat Agents, which some may not know is actually a sequel to a game that was not released in the US, called Osu Tatakai Quindan. There was also a third game in the series that didn't come to the States, unfortunately, so all we received out here was Elite Beat Agents, but it's still a great game on its own that carries enough of a punch. So how do you play Elite Beat Agents? Well, the Nintendo DS was all about second screen experiences and also its stylus. Many games that came out for the DS would rely heavily on using both screens and using the stylus rather than sticking to a typical button layout. Elite Beat Agents is one of those games that is all about using its stylus and having you pay attention to both the top and bottom screens. The game consists of a bunch of tracks from many popular artists from the 2000s and earlier. One thing is that these are not official tracks of these artists, rather they are covers of all the songs. Just like the first couple Guitar Hero games, officially licensed tracks were not used, but instead covers would be set in their place. Which honestly, I didn't and I still don't mind to this day. The covers do their best to sound as close to the originals as possible, and it's not as offensive as you might think. What I really love about the game is that each track consists of a story that takes place during the song. A sort of comic book cartoon style is implemented, and you get to watch it play out as you go through the song. Of course, most of your focus is on the bottom screen, but every now and then you'll get a break and get to see some of the story play out. Some of the stories are pretty goofy, and there's actually one that pulled at my heartstrings, and those that know exactly what I'm referring to. As for the gameplay, you are only using the stylus, and the game requires you that you keep your focus on the bottom screen. You will have these circle icons appear that you need to click on in a timely manner, and some require you to hold down the stylus or drag it across left and right. All of these icons appear in a rhythmic fashion, so you'll want to make sure you are able to listen to the audio track well, so that you can hit them at the right time. If you make too many mistakes though, you will fail and you'll have to restart the track. It is generous though with the amount of mistakes you can make, and you can recover from it, but your overall score will be based on how many of the notes you were able to hit. There are different difficulty levels as well, so once you feel like you've mastered the normal difficulty, you can step it up to hard. If you've never played Elite Beat Agents and have any DS system, I highly recommend finding yourself a copy. They're not that expensive, and the gameplay is fun and something you can definitely play for 1 or 2 tracks and then put down. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know what you think of this new series. Are there any titles you would like to see me talk about on my channel? Make sure to comment it down below, and I will see you all in the next video. I've been Rudy with the Retro Universe, and I am out.